fabulous day. Today's video is just going to be a simple health update video. I went to the rheumatologist on Thursday. I have a couple diseases that fall under the rheumatologist umbrella. So I follow up with her, every 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks right now, especially with all the flaring that's been going on in my body. If you've been following me, you kind of know that my health has been a little bit unstable recently. So she's decided to order some more tests to see if we can get any clues for the neurology stuff while we wait to see the neurologist, because I'm still about a month out from that appointment. So I'm having like weakness in my legs, numbness, swelling, pain, muscle tightening, and muscle spasms. So there's a lot going on in my legs. They're not very reliable recently, unfortunately. So she's going to do an MRI on my lower back just to see if we can get any clues, like I said, to what's going on. So that should be good. She forgot to give me the script, so I need to email her about that. And then, so she's also ordering an MRI on my finger, which I will show you if the camera picks it up. Sort of does. You can just see that there's it looks like a bump. So I've had a cyst there for a little over 10 years now. It wasn't painful for the longest time and was just, a nuisance more than anything. And then I realized in the hospital that it was swollen. So I mentioned it when the rheumatologist had come by that, this cyst that I've had looks a little bit different. I think there's been some swelling, and I'm a little bit concerned as to what's going on with it. So she looked at it, and they determined that instead of there being one cyst, they think there are three. They did x-ray the hand, and there's nothing that they see on the bone, which is a good thing. I'm not really sure why they were doing that, to be honest, because I know it doesn't really pick up cysts usually. So I'm not positive what the x-ray was for. But that we were checking other stuff, I know, with my bones and whatnot. So we're going to be doing an MRI of that. This way we can see if I'm going to need to have it removed, because if it's going to keep growing, it's going to become problematic, obviously. So we're going to be figuring that out hopefully soon when she sends me the script. So hopefully next week at some point in time. And then we decided to start back up on methotrexate, which I was on about 4 years ago. We stopped for really a silly reason, because the medicine should have been paused at the time, but they ended up stopping it. So it was just a mess that I'm not going to really go into because it's not relevant. So methotrexate is a chemotherapy, and I am already on one chemotherapy called Remicade, which I get every 7 weeks. It is an infusion. And I do have a video where I talk about if I was rejecting it or not, and I'm not, which is a good thing. So we're adding methotrexate, and we are going to be doing the self-injection. So I'm going to be doing that in about a half an hour. So I'm excited to see, if it works, and of course, appropriately nervous to see if I'm going to have side effects, because it's been 4 years. It's been a hot minute, as they would say. So I don't know. My body's very different than 4 years ago. I'm a lot more sensitive. So I'm not really sure, honestly, what to expect, but I'm doing it at a time that it's, late enough that I can go to bed if I need to. So I'm expecting that I could get a little bit sick. She did warn me, of course, with nausea, because it is chemo. So nausea is very appropriate. I'm expecting to be pretty achy, especially tomorrow. So I'm planning on tomorrow being a little bit of a rough day. Because I know starting up a new medicine is never an easy thing, but especially when it's a pretty strong medicine and you're already on several strong medicines. And they really did, do a good job at informing me that in the hospital that, you're already on a lot of strong medicines and you have really severe diseases. So, when you're starting up another new medicine, you kind of need to give your body a little bit of grace and a lot of rest. So I'm trying to be more patient with my body while it needs to rest with all this craziness going on. So, Abby's here with me, of course, which is great. She's always a super big help. She is still not feeling the best, so I'm gonna be calling the vet next week if she's no better, because it's Friday. So if she's no better, we'll be calling and getting more ointment for her ear, unfortunately. So, alright, so I'm going to end this portion of the vlog here. And then I'm going to pick up the camera in about 30 minutes and show you guys how I do a self-injection, because this is not my first time and I kind of already know what I'm doing, so I figured I might as well film it. But I do have numbing cream for my porch, so I'm totally cheating, because my dad was like, that would be a good idea to use that. I was like, oh yeah, that is a good idea. So I'm going to be putting that on my stomach, because with methotrexate, you're either injecting into your stomach or your thigh. Like I said, my legs have been giving me big problems. I don't really like injecting into my thighs, to be honest. The stomach is more comfortable for me. So we're going into the stomach. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Hi guys, so I am getting ready to do my injection of methotrexate. I've got an ice pack on my stomach. I already used my numbing cream, which is LMX, which I actually just got from Amazon. My doctor had been on vacation when I needed the numbing cream, so I wasn't able to get the prescription right away. So I just got that. So this is the syringe that they decided to give me. I'm not sure what she's trying to do, but whatever she's trying to do, Abby's not happy. Katie, you don't need to fix anything. Sometimes stuff on the wall bothers this cat. She's weird. So it has been, like I said, a hot minute since I've done this injection. And I know to be very, very careful with the cat being so close. Always done this with animals in the house, so kind of know how to, work around them. The alcohol swabs. And the lovely needle. Alright, so today we're just doing 0.2. Very, very small amount. I'm now going to double check what it says. Yep, 0.2, which is just 5 milligrams. So, you always need to clean the top, for anybody who doesn't know, before sticking the needle in there and pulling out the medicine. You can honestly never really be too clean, which is the theory I hold with my port. Same theory I went by with my PICC line, and it worked out really well. Abby agrees, apparently. So, like, just numbing the skin, like, it's not something that you have to do. It's really not that bad of an injection, but it does sting a little bit when it goes in, so it is nice to do. That went well. Goodness, the tops are different than a lot of syringes I used, if you can tell. You just basically stick the syringe into the middle of the vial and then pull back, obviously. And obviously, you don't want air bubbles. Air bubbles are never a good thing. like right at the 0.2 mark, so it's one of those really, really close call things. So you just basically grab the skin and jab yourself in the stomach with it. I mean, there's no easy way to say it. Well, I suppose there's probably a better way than how I said it, but you want to go in deep. Not really deep, because we can't go that deep. Sorry, things a little bit. But you want to go in deep enough, because the first time I ever did a methotrexate injection, I did not go in deep enough, and the medicine pooled in my skin. It was pretty gross looking. So that is a methotrexate injection. Like I said, it's really not a huge deal. It's pretty simple overall to do. But we'll just see now the question. I don't think you can put these back on. Like I said, it's been a while. Okay. But I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, you just have to see now how I feel from it. So I guess I will vlog off and on this weekend about how I do with this. So wish me luck. Hopefully it goes fabulous.